Hey guys, how are you? How have you been? Welcome back to my channel. For those who are tuning in for the first time, hello, my name is Kymmiee. I'm a fashion, fitness and lifestyle YouTuber from Tanzania. Just as the title said, I will be sharing with you my home office / home studio tour. I did one of these videos about 3 years ago and that has been a lifetime ago. If you guys are interested in checking that video, I will leave it up here on your screen for you guys to check it out. So back to today's video. One of my many creative outlets is in interior design. If you guys have zero idea about that, then you clearly haven't been on my Instagram page lately. Interiors, I share a lot of behind the scenes. I mean a lot, since I moved into this space about 5 months ago, and even before that I did share a lot of interior design tips and tricks and some DIY projects. For today's video, which is gonna be the first episode of Lately Interiors, I'm gonna start out with my home office space. I'm gonna share with you where my mindset is at when it comes to creating this space. The picture that I have in mind is based on all these mood boards over here. Ideally, the space that I'm going for needs to be minimalistic and modern, but these two have to be functional and stylish at the same time. All this needs to happen while working on a small space. I hope you can find some inspiration in this video. All the tips and tricks that you find in this video can be used if you decide to carve up a small space in your living room, in your dining room, in your bedroom, your garage, your basement, whatever you please. I will also be doing a dedicated blog post up on my website, a self-plugger, hello, where I'll go on details on tips and tricks to make a small space work. I'll bring you guys close in. I'll clearly remove Ginger out of the way. Ginger is my palm tree. She's a she. And yes, I name all my 100 plants in this room and I know them by heart. Let me bring you guys in so that you can get a feel and look of the before transformation of the space. And I'm gonna mount you guys on a tripod so that we can go through this transformation together. I'll totally appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, give me a thumbs up if you love this kind of videos. If I hadn't said, here is me warning you, this is gonna be a long ass video, so kick back and relax and enjoy this video. Let's cue in the intro and get this video started. Cue intro.
Said you needed a break and left with no heads up. I was strong for your sake, but it made my heart drop. 'Cause it's always been you and I.
When it comes to interior design, things that you have to have at the back of your mind, every time you feel like decorating a space, the best practice is always to start with a blank canvas. Sometimes you are crunched on space and I totally understand, but when you can do it, please have everything removed out of the space. Number two, you need to remember to clean out your space. So I did wipe down the windows, I cleaned out the window sills, I dusted off the floating shelves. And speaking of floating shelves, this is how I actually did create them. All you need are two things. You need steel and wood. So you need to have steel drilled into the wood and then attached to it with wood glue, and then using the same drill bit, you need to drill up on the walls and have them inserted. It's as easy as that. Since everything has been wiped down clean, I'm gonna start by bringing in the curtains so that I frame the space. I will be using sheer curtains for two main reasons. They are functional and decorative at the same time. They'll be diffusing the amount of light coming in while leaving the room airy and fresh. So let's get that started.
Give me one more try, this is messing with my mind. Not gonna lie, but I'll give you the space so you can figure this out.
Let me show you guys what I'm planning to do with the space. So we already have the curtains up over here, and then right here we'll have a desk space underneath. I'm conflicted between the kind of rugs I want to use on this place. I'm gonna start with a sectional rug and see how it feels. If it doesn't feel so great, I'll remove it and replace it with a sheepskin rug. And then I'll have the desk over here looking at this side, and then over here I'll have this amazing sight of the sunset and the view. Display knickknacks will be over here. I'm thinking 2 plants on the side, and then on the windowsill I'm also thinking to add up some plants just to brighten up the area.
I've been losing sleep and it won't get better. I can't get my mind off of you. Days go by and I can't help but wonder if you think about me too. Don't you just hate it, being away from someone you just wanna hold on to? It's driving me crazy, tired of waiting. I really hate being away from you.
I think I hate the area rug. I don't hate the area rug, I just how it looks over here. It's just off, so I'm gonna take it off. I'm thinking the sheepskin is the way to go for me. So back to square one. So I did the 4 sheepskin rug and I love it. It's minimal, it's exactly what I wanted, and the space feels more grounded. The other sectional rug just looked meh. So I'm gonna bring in the chair and the plant to see where I'm at.
We're like everyone else, we have our ups and downs. We're like everyone else, we have our...
So far I'm loving how the space is coming up together. The 4 rug makes the space feel so grounded and so warm. I don't know if it makes sense, but right now the place is looking too plain, too white, and too blah. I don't know what blah means, but it's looking blah. So the next step is to actually start decorating, which is my favorite part. I mean, I love the whole process of interior design, but decorating the last minute touches are what do a lot for me. Even when it comes to interior design, my first order of business is always to think of color. As you have seen, my space so far is all white, and it's easier for me to inject a lot of color if I wanted to, because I'm working with a plain white canvas. Colors that I'll be working with: a lot of whites, a lot of blacks, a touch of green, and injection of texture in form of wood. I'm gonna try and hang this over my sheer curtains and see how they look. If I like the look, they're gonna stay. I really love warm light, so this is gonna give me that ambient that I'm looking for. If this space stands out as great as I'm picturing it in my mind, that was a tough long sentence, then this is gonna make a very amazing backlight for my videos. So let's get this started. This is what you get inside the box. They are 7 meters long, and then they're battery operated.
It is not just one mistake that made you think about what life can be like without me in it. I still thought it'd be you and I until we die. But
quick update, I love them. I don't know, they look all over the place, and they give me like skull curtains. I don't know, I'm just weird, but I think I'm gonna keep them on or off. I love the whole black against white combination. So I'm gonna start out with my laptop. I'm using the MacBook Pro, and that's gonna be here. So I have this industrial light over here. This is gonna go over here with my 3 trustees. So this is my journal, this is my daily notebook, and this is my idea book. The first of many plants going in. I'm thinking a picture frame, which looks like so. I'm thinking a diffuser because it looks pretty. It's gonna go over here. Pencil kit, I love this one. It's industrial, matches with the light. Maybe behind here. So this goes in here. So here is this magnificent coaster that I'll be using. Probably over here. I think I should zoom you guys in, right? Let's go.
I've been losing sleep and it won't get better. I can't get my mind off of you. Days go by and I can't help.
Hey guys, I'm sorry if the light starts flickering from now. It's getting darker outside, but my intention is to finish this project. I have my SL60W standing on standby right now. If you guys have zero idea what I just said, I'll leave the link to that video up here on your screen. Right now, I want to tackle the corner over there. It is cold and neglected at the moment, so I want to bring in some warmth and some aesthetics in place. To do that, I have this wooden dustbin that's going to be used for a different function. I'll show you just in a minute. And then I have this pillow in a black faux leather. And then I have this throw blanket. I'm just going to play with aesthetics right now and have this dripping over the dustbin. It's not a dustbin. I'm going to call it a wooden box. Okay, all right, but ideally it was a dustbin. I'm just improvising. And then one more thing, and I have this industrial lamp. Isn't it the cutest? Let me turn it on. Golds, right? It's so pretty. Oh my god. So this is gonna go on that corner, and it's gonna fit perfectly, at least in my head. So let me bring you guys up close and personal so that we can get that space popping.
I wonder if you think about me too. Don't you just hate it being away from someone you just wanna
Okay, seriously, how cute is that?
hold on to? It's driving me crazy.
So far I'm loving how it's coming in. The idea that I had in mind, to be very honest, has been surpassed. I love how this place now doesn't look like abandoned and cold, but right now it's more cozy and vibey, like a cozy little corner, and I totally love it. So I'm gonna bring in more plants to brighten up the place, because right now it looks boring and plain. The key here is not doing the very most, so that I still have a lot of light coming in. I have plant number 1 over here. This is gonna go on this corner. Why have one when you can have 2? I have this other one, and this goes over here. I'm loving how it's looking already. It looks alive, but the middle part, it looks like it's missing something. So I'm going to add a few knickknacks just to pull out the entire look together, so that it looks like it's flowing and connected, rather than having 2 plants on the side of the window. So for knickknacks, I have this textured vase over here, which is clear glass. I have this symmetrical vase over here, and I have a bunny. So this will go over here, here, and there. We have finished this side of the office, and I'm going to start moving to the right side of the office. We have the floating shelves, which I have an idea of what I want to do with that. And then I have this long wall space that I have zero idea what to do with. Usually if it was high up, I would have done some wall art of some sort, or a wall gallery, because I love a good gallery wall. At the moment, it's somewhere lower the eye level, which can be a little bit tricky. The key here is adding a plant, a big, huge plant. I'm going to add in this plant. Her name is Elsie. I'm going to put Elsie over there. So we have Elsie sitting over there, but she looks like she's lost because she's walking against a higher height. I add in a stepping stool to cut her in for height, and to also introduce some wooden texture around the place. Adding in the water dish, and we have Elsie potted over there. So we have Elsie seated over there, and she's already bringing in some life and color and warmth and texture to the place. It doesn't look any more bland or boring. The next bit is decorating my floating shelves. I won't stand here and tell you how you need to decorate your space, because this is personal preference, and this is also a place where you get to inject a lot of your personalities. Personally, I already have an idea of what I need to do. I've had a lot of try and errors when it comes to decorating a floating shelf. However, if this is your first time and you're trying to decorate a floating shelf, I have 2 tips for you. Think of this as unspoken rules when it comes to interior design. The first one is always decorate your space based on the odd numbers. And before you go, what the hell is an odd rule? It is as simple as always decorating based on the odd numbers. Have 3 or 5 objects packed together. Mostly 3, 5 just seems a lot unless you have a lot of tiny knickknacks. But if they are more on the medium side, have 3. If you have a vase, have a frame, and then have a candle, if that makes sense. Rule number 2 is working with a balance. So if you have 3 items over here arranged vertically, the next time you need to have something vertical, it should be on this area, and then the next time you'll have it on this area. This way it creates a ladder kind of effect, and it will allow your eye to move with you as you're checking out somebody's space. If you have all your vertical objects on one side, your shelf ideally looks heavy. Even if you're putting a teddy bear, it just looks heavy when it comes to interior design. I hope that makes sense. This is where you can tell a pro interior decorator and a novice. So anybody with a great eye can tell that from scratch. Cue in the montage as I start decorating this space.
I've been losing sleep and it won't get better. I can't get my mind off of you. Days go by and I can't help but wonder if you think about me too. Don't you just hate it, being away from someone you just wanna hold on to? It's driving me crazy, tired of waiting. I really hate being away from you. Don't you just hate it, being away from someone you just wanna hold on to? It's driving me crazy, tired of waiting. I really hate being away from you.
Just wanna dance, want a simple romance, nothing more, nothing less from you. Just take the night, then you leave when it's like nothing wrong, it's alright with you. No price, no price, no need. So
Hey guys, finally it is 1940, so roughly around hours later, I'm finally done with this project, and to be very honest, I'm tired because I was trying to record it at multiple angles, but
get some rest and stay safe.
oh, thanks Siri. I hope you guys found this video interesting. I know it's different. I'm totally in love with my workspace. It's just giving me a lot of creative vibes at the moment. If you need a more detailed version on how to create a home space on a budget and make a small space work, then you'll totally love my blog post up on my website. I'll leave a link down in the description box below. And that's about it. Thank you so much guys for tuning in. I had an amazing time. I hope you guys did have half as much fun as I did creating this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up. That's not a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, and I'll see all of you beautiful faces on the next one. Mwah! Bye.